Hi everybody, Angie Bee here. I wanted to share with you a few tips that I've learned along the way about how to do Pincha Mayurasana. I have my mat, a place to put my feet, a wall to use as balance, and then I have a block. First off, to test to see if you're strong enough to do or to try and reach up into Pincha Mayurasana is to start in downward dog and then come down onto your forearms, both of them at the same time. And I like to just kind of come up and down. And if one of them comes down, you're not ready to try it. This is really kind of a test of your strength to see if you're ready to do it. So if you can bring them both down at the same time, then you're ready to give it a shot. So the most important thing about Pincha Mayurasana is to keep your elbows right underneath your shoulders. There's a tendency when your hands are flat for your elbows to splay out, and that's just asking for injury. If you're not strong in that area, so you want to keep a nice 90-degree angle here. Spread your hands out wide. A lot of times people will use a strap to go across their forearms. Go across their biceps to keep them at the right distance. I don't have a strap, so I use a block. You want to have your hands like this on either side of the block and grip it between. So you're going to push with your hand into the block. So you're going to push and then keep your elbows straight and put your block right up against the wall, hands down, pinching them together, and then keeping your elbows at about this distance right underneath your shoulders. And you'll want to kind of tense up here and stay nice and tight right in here. And I can also feel it in my lat right in here where it's staying nice and tight. You want to keep your neck and your shoulders relaxed, as relaxed as you can to start out with anyways. But this is what's flexed. But you want to, I've been kind of sore in my neck a little bit because I tense up too much. You want to try and relax this, relax your neck, but just keep it tight here in your shoulders. And then it's just a matter of kicking up and trying. Actually, I have a harder time with this than I do with kicking up into a handstand or a headstand. I think it has to do with flexibility, maybe in my back. So I also like to think when I go up, to reach up with my feet, and to kind of reach up, I picture it reaching up from my thigh instead of my feet. It goes from my thigh all the way up. Keep your abs nice and tight. Suck in here and keep it rigid. So when you're down like this, you're really pushing into the floor with your elbow and your forearms. That's where you're going to take that weight. You want to distribute it throughout your whole arm, throughout your hands as you go up. And so I come up on my toes. You probably can't see them. I come up on my toes, one a little bit closer, and then kick up. And I'm pushing through my elbows. And then I try and move away from the wall a little bit. Try and get my feet away. And then when you come down, I like to just go into child's pose for a little bit. So you go into child's pose, kind of relax everything. I can still feel it. I get tense up in here. It's all getting stronger. The more times you do it, the more times you practice, the better you'll get. But that's what I've learned so far. And I just started doing this a couple of weeks ago, maybe. But I've learned that the more often you try it, the better you get. So I hope that helps. Sally, this was for you in particular, my dear. Take care.